What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bizman Cam here, and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we're pretty much going to be talking about the essential equipment, tools, products that you guys will need to start your detailing business in 2024. Now, keep in mind, these are the absolute essential products. This is stuff that I started out with when I first started. Not everything that you're going to be able to get right away in your business. Obviously, starting out, you're probably going to be very minimalistic. You're not going to have a lot of funds. At least that's most people's situation. We're going to be going through all the items that you'll need to kind of start your detailing business, what I use, stuff that helped me. We're not going to be going super in depth as far as business licensing and stuff like that, but if you guys are interested in knowing about how I got my licensing and got everything set up for my business, definitely just let me know in the comment section down below and I can make an in-depth video on that. So we're gonna go head over to my truck and kind of get into some things. Before this video begins, make sure to leave a like for your boy, comment and subscribe comment any video ideas you guys have down below, and subscribe if you guys are new. Let's get right into the video. So we'll start with the interior and the basic necessities that you'll probably need to get jobs done as far as interior wise goes. First things first is you'll probably need a couple of good detail brushes. What I did when I first started is I ordered a set of these boar's hair brushes. It came in like a pack of 5 or 10. These will be your main brush. These help to get in between cracks and crevices, vents. These will be used to clean in between cup holders, in the side of door panels, all the little small areas that you typically can't reach. These are going to be your buddy in helping to aid in cleaning stuff like that. The next couple brushes that you'll want to get will be some interior scrubbing brushes. So this will be for stuff like floor mats if you don't have a drill brush to start right away. I started the OG way. So I would literally just get a couple of these interior brushes, spray the ground, scrub it like this instead of having a battery powered drill, and then I would extract, and that would basically be my process for the first year starting out. So you want to get a couple of these brushes, and they can also double for something else on the exterior, which we'll talk about later. Another brush that you probably will want that's pretty important, one of these leather scrubbing brushes. So typically for these will be good for any door panels, plastics. They kind of work like similar to a magic eraser. And then whenever you're cleaning leather seats, these are really good. They also have boar's hair type leather scrubbing brushes. I had a few of those when I started off as well. They're really good. The fibers get kind of matted down after a while, so you may need to buy some new ones. And the last brush that I remember starting out with was something similar to this, which it's honestly used for the exterior. You can use it to coat the tires, and then also you can kind of double and use it as a cleaner for inside the wheel and inside the wheel wells as well. So these are going to be really, really important to start out. Kind of a side note, you may want to get some small little picks. I got these dental picks online on Amazon, as well as these plastic ones. These also help to get in between the small crevices, the cup holders or whatnot. They're not essential, but it definitely does help when you're starting out. So that is pretty much all interior brush wise as far as agitation and things like that. As far as equipment itself on the inside for interior jobs, there's not many things you need. When I first started out, honestly, I only had a few things. Excuse the mess of the truck, I have to. The only couple things that I recommend as far as when you first start out is going to be a vacuum. I have the rigid, I want to say 4.5 gallon vacuum from Home Depot. I want to say it's a little over $100. You're going to need a decent vacuum that has enough suction to be able to get things that are stuck on the ground in between fibers. I also, if you're able to afford it, there's this crevice tool attachment. Same thing, you can get it at Home Depot for a couple bucks. I would definitely recommend getting this to start out. The OEM one that it comes with is kind of thick, so it doesn't really allow you to get in between crevices too well like this. You'd have to use some other method, but this is a really essential piece to getting in between crevices. The other thing I recommend is a good steamer. So this is a steamer. I don't know the name of it, but I got it from Harbor Freight, and I want to say it was around 120 bucks or so, something like that. It's an okay steamer. I actually have another steamer on order that I'll be doing a review on soon. Out of the two, a steamer or an extractor, I would definitely recommend starting off with a steamer, just because not only are extractors, they can get pretty expensive. Bro, what is up with all these planes coming over? There's like the third helicopter came over. Obviously, there's some cheap ones that you can get from Walmart for, $100, $150. They don't really do too well. The reason I would recommend getting a steamer starting out over an extractor is, one, the price point, but two, I think you're able to do just as much with a steamer as you are as an extractor. Whenever there's gunk and stuff stuck in the middle of center consoles or cup holders, steamers tend to be essential. Sometimes chemicals themselves aren't enough to get whatever sticky stuff off. So a steamer will really help with that, but then it also doubles and you can use it to shampoo floor mats or seats as well. Usually the process for that will be to spray, steam, and then just use a towel over top once everything kind of settles up to the surface, and then just wipe off excess to get stains out. That's how I first started. I didn't have an extractor when I first started, so I'd use a steamer and double it using both. The very last thing that I would recommend is just to go get you a cheap polisher. This I still have from when I first started out from Harbor Freight. Now I actually use it as a drill brush, which I totally forgot until I just saw this attachment. But I'll use it as a drill brush now to agitate seats and carpet mats. But I want to say this was like 69, 70 bucks. If you're first starting and you're going to be doing little wash and waxes or sealant jobs or anything like that, and obviously you may not start and do paint corrections right away, you may just want a cheap little polisher. I know they have like $40 ones, $30 ones at Walmart that would even work. Just something simple that you can learn easily and apply some wax or sealant to paint. That way you can have a little something extra in your services to offer. So that's about it as far as equipment and stuff goes for interior. Next, let's talk about the chemicals. I want to talk a little bit just about some chemicals. Honestly, guys, this is probably what I started out with in the very beginning. As you guys see, very, very few things. But like I said, I was trying to just get the absolute essentials. Some of these things I would double up and use them for multiple things. So I guess we'll start with the interior. Super Clean was like my #1 friend a couple years ago. I would literally use this thing for everything, and I know APC gets a lot of hate, especially on interiors, and I don't always use it on interiors nowadays just because I have other chemicals and stuff that are better and safer. But Super Clean used to be my best friend. I used to use this to clean floor mats, carpets, any upholstery like seats and stuff like that. I would also use it for other things like door panels, any gunk that was inside of cup holders and stuff. It was really good at breaking stuff like that down. And then I would just pair it with a steamer, and 9 times out of 10 I was able to get pretty good results. I also had a separate, similar to this, I don't think I had Carpet Bomber at the time, but I had some type of good enzyme spray that would help break up dirt, any throw up, blood, stuff like that. I always made sure to have one of these on me, even though I didn't have an extractor. Like I said, I would use it and pair it with the steamer. I also, for some reason, always had like an interior conditioner, just because this would be like my finishing touch. I didn't like stuff, and a lot of my clients didn't like stuff that ended up too glossy on the outside. A lot of the time I would use this as a finishing touch just because I would clean everything up and it just gave a good overall look. At the very end, I would lather kind of everything up and make sure that it all looked matte and nice and clean. As far as the exterior goes, same thing, very few chemicals. I had a nice glass cleaner. I always had like a shine type spray. This one specifically is for tires, but I would also kind of double it using it for plastics. The next thing besides the glass cleaner is obviously some soap. Back when I really couldn't afford a great soap, I would just kind of go to any detail shop and get their branded soap. So this is kind of an idea. Finish Renew, maybe some of you guys have heard of it, but it's a simple soap. It works and it's cheap, and you can get it by obviously the gallon. I would always have a 2-in-1 just to save a little bit of money. This is a good example, but this is actually a good brand. Shout out Shine Supply, wise guy. Starting out, if you can't get multiple chemicals, like I keep repeating, try to get things that work for multiple things. This is a 2-in-1 tire and wheel cleaner, and it's able to be diluted. So this little bottle has been lasting me a very long time already. So that I would use for wheels and tires. And then I would always have, if I didn't have the spray for the tires, I would always have some type of gel shine. And then the other spray bottle would, like I said, would usually be used for plastic trim and whatnot. So that's all of everything that I had. Obviously nowadays, I don't always just use a Super Clean. I have a good example of a straight interior cleaner that's safer would be Express Interior Cleaner by PNS. So if you're able to get some things like this starting out, more power to you, and I definitely recommend it, and it may be a little safer starting out especially. So that is pretty much everything that I can think of as far as the interior that you may need to start your business. Now we're moving to the exterior. For this, there's not as much to it. First things first that I always recommend is getting towels specific for different duties. I have different towels for laying on waxes, different towels for drying, and then different towels for wheels and tires and actually like cleaning the face or the paint of each panel. I have like the little microfiber scrubbers. So you guys see in here, it's a little messy. I usually have them nice and separated. There are just a bunch of bags right now, but for example, I would use stuff like this for the interior. I bought a bunch of these like big mammoth towels. I think they used to be by Chemical Guys, maybe. A bunch of these different towels to dry the outside, and then I have some thick GSM fibered waxing towels, and then I also have window specific towels. I always make sure I keep them separately because if chemicals get mixed up in the washer, I notice that they don't tend to work as well. I used to make the mistake of washing my window towels with exterior other towels all the time, and then I would wonder why the hell my windows weren't being streak free. There would always be some oils or something left over on the towels. So make sure you get good quality towels if you can starting out, and try to get some separate for each occasion and keep them separated. It'll save you a lot of time in the long run, trust me guys, from having to buy a bunch of new towels and messing up and stuff. So I want to let you guys know this now. Obviously you're going to need a pressure washer at the bare minimum. If you can't start out with a water tank like me, I have a 55-gallon water tank, or electricity, at least try to get a pressure washer. Right now I have the Ryobi 1900 PSI pressure washer. And then if you can, you know, get a little pressure washer gun and a foam cannon to go with it. God bless MJJC for sending me this foam cannon. I'm gonna be doing a review, a comprehensive review on it soon. So that'll be coming. The very last thing that I would say as far as exterior, maybe just 2 buckets. I have 2 washing buckets and then I have 1 more bucket for wheels and tires in the back. This is how I kind of do my washing method. And then to make sure the car stays safe, I have a bunch of these microfiber mitts to make sure that every car is as safe as possible in my hands while I'm doing my wash process. So those at the very least are the basic essentials that you need for cleaning the interior and exterior of a car, and especially nowadays with everything being so damn inflated. I know it can get really expensive to start a business, you guys. That's basically it. Hopefully this kind of helped you guys, any of you guys that are starters or even anyone that's been in the game for a long time, just to know what you may need essentially to start. Like I said, you don't need water and power. I didn't have water and power for like the first year that I started my business, and people were totally fine with me using their stuff. As long as you bring your knowledge, you can do anything with just these amount of chemicals and the equipment that you would start out with. If you have any other suggestions for newbies down in the comment section below, be sure to let them know, like, hey, you may need this to start out, I recommend this. That would be helpful. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Shout out to my little brother for recording for me. If the camera's a little bit shorter height than me, and maybe that's why, but he's my dog, so shout out to you. But anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys have any video ideas, leave them down in the comment section below. We are on the road to 10K, man. We've been killing it. I've been posting shorts recently, trying to have a new area of growth in my channel and life in general. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy once again. I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe for your boy, and I'm out. Peace.